Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are here in my mother-in-law's garden and we are picking tomatoes, thankfully. And we are just going to show you guys around. We showed you the video earlier in the season of how we planted it and how she laid everything out. And today we'll show you how we harvest from it. Come take a look. So here we're at the berry tent, so come on in, let's take a look. She already has watermelons coming in. Now these are going to be the sugar baby watermelons, so they're going to stay a little bit smaller, but smaller watermelons mean sweeter watermelons. So she's got all these different, these I believe are raspberries. Are you guys raspberry picking?
We are raspberry picking.
Can we join you?
Oh, don't pick the white ones, those are yucky.
Alright, so we are in front of the corn here, which we are actually growing for a specific reason this year, right? Tell us what's going on with this corn.
We are growing this heirloom corn for popcorn. And I've done some research, and these are on the small side, but I guess that's pretty status quo for popcorn. And you wait until the stalks dry and the kernels get hard in the husk, and then you harvest it. And there's a couple of ways you can dry it. The one that seems to work the best for most people is to take it off of the husk, put it on a tray in the oven at 170 degrees, and put it in the oven for 6 hours. Stir it occasionally, and then you'll have popcorn a lot faster than if you cured it 4 to 6 weeks. So this is our first year trying the popcorn, and we should start seeing these husks starting to die, and we'll be able to harvest that.
Yeah, this is a yellow and white colored popcorn too. So.
And then we interplanted with the sweet potatoes to use the best of our space as possible. Plus, it keeps the weeds down.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's a good companion. Yep, it's a good companion plant.
Yeah. And she does still have this netting up, even though her garden is surrounded by, you know, the fencing. She has the netting up just in case something gets in. Most animals, from what we've heard, adore sweet potatoes. So she wanted to make sure that these all were protected.
So far, we're doing good with that.
Yeah. So now right behind you too, you've already started your fall garden, your fall plantings. So tell us what you've got going on here for the fall planting.
Peas, which is a real good cold crop.
Yep,
very good,
definitely.
cold tolerant. In fact, I was a little hesitant to plant them because we've had such warm days, but they seem to be doing good. They're starting to flower.
They look really good.
And then I cleared out some area in between the tomatoes and started planting some leafy greens for the fall.
Okay. Yep, we see a few of those coming in right there in the middle
There's
near the drip
there.
irrigation.
Yeah, there's lettuce, spinach, kale I've got in the cold frame, radishes, and that's about it for the fall.
Awesome. And as you can tell, we've been picking the tomatoes, but it looks like you also thinned your tomatoes out, correct?
I did. I was going for a single stem, and that worked very well. We've got a lot of tomatoes on there, and I'm hoping that all of these ripen. It's August 18th right now, so we've got some time before the first frost, usually in the middle of October. So hopefully these will all ripen. A lot of energy going towards those because there's not a lot of growth going on. And I haven't pinched off the suckers lately, but you know, it doesn't hurt to take them off just so you let all the energy go to the tomatoes that are already on there.
Awesome. So what else have you planted for your fall plantings?
Come over here. We got some beets, and I basically just grow these for the tops because they're very good for you and they're good in smoothies. So I planted the beets, and I'll give the actual beet to you.
We like our pickled beets.
Yeah, and I planted more beans. I've been planting beans about every 3 weeks in succession. So I planted some more beans.
Yeah, it looks like you got something coming up over
Yep.
here. Are those the beans?
Those are some beans there, exactly.
Right there,
Yeah.
some emerging right here.
Oh,
Ooh, very
yeah.
nice. Very nice.
Yeah. So I'll be doing that, and then in the cold frames I put some more spinach and kale over here. So I will continue to harvest that and then grow that through the winter.
Beautiful. And then you'll just put the tops on those when it does get to that frost line.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes. And the netting is to keep the rabbits away.
Perfect.
So, and then I've got this all bordered with pollinating flowers that pollinators love, like the zinnias and the marigolds. But I learned not to plant sunflowers because the squirrels just went nuts with the sunflowers. So next year I will not be planting sunflowers because they just use them as ladders to get into the garden
Right.
after they ate all the seeds.
Aw.
So
But that's awesome. And then coming this fall too, we'll have the Brussels sprouts coming in. They already seem to be sitting nicely. So
yes, this is
Those
my
will
first
come in.
time growing those. So that was at
Yeah.
your request.
yes, we love Brussels sprouts.
So hopefully we'll have a good crop of Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, you do want to wait closer to that frost line before you're harvesting those. If you harvest them too early in the season, they'll get kind of pithy and they won't be very good for fresh eating. So try to save those for closer to your frost line. All right. And I guess that is all for us today. Thank you so much for joining us here at the garden. My mother-in-law, Shelly. Have a great day and happy harvesting.